and
national income and employment.
national income and employment. Over all the points. So what was the first point?
Supply
Like
and
supply.
supply for money and demand for money.
Supply for money and demand for money. Supply of money and demand for money. Okay. The first point was national income and employment. Second is trade cycle. Third is general price level. Fourth is supply of money and demand for money. And fifth point was economic growth and development. And last was international trade. I guess international trade, nobody told me this point. Okay, now let us go to the importance and significance of macroeconomics. That is first point, that is economic system. The dynamic economic system can be analyzed with the help of the macroeconomics. That is, you all know that the entire economy can be analyzed. That is, the demand purpose, the supply sector, I mean everything can be analyzed with the help of the what? Macroeconomic. Second is economic policies. Government can formulate economic policies effectively with the help of macroeconomics. Policies related to general price level, inflation, national income can be framed meaningfully with the help of macroeconomics. Okay, so certain economic policies, uh, like all the policies can be framed with the help of the macroeconomic. That is, the policies, it refers to the actions that is taken by the government in the terms of economic field. Okay, uh, whether it is like money supply, or whether it is interest rate, or tax and government spending, or maybe the exchange rate, and there are many other aspects. Now here what they have given, that is what you are going to study, that is related to the general price level, inflation, national income. These all help to bring a meaningful framework to the macroeconomics. Okay, so that is the second point. Business cycle. Business cycle is nothing but you have seen, that is trade cycle. Okay, business cycle is nothing but the trade cycle. Business cycle or trade cycle can be analyzed through macroeconomics, and solution with the for the problems related to trade cycle can be worked out. That is, there are certain economic fluctuations that you can see. There are certain ups and downs in the economy that can be worked out with the help of what? The business cycle. I mean this macroeconomic activities. Okay, now what is a trade cycle? It is nothing but the certain fluctuations that you can see in the economic activity, especially what are the specific areas which are affected. Almost all areas are affected because of the trade cycle. Okay, or if there is any kind of fluctuations, that is employment, income, price, profit, output, input, trade cycle. Okay, these all are the areas which are mostly affected with the help of this. Now there are what you are going to study in this, the features and the phases. Okay, so what are the I mean, there are a specific period cannot be allotted. Okay, I mean prosperity, or whether it is a prosperity or depression, it is we cannot say that it is going to last for 10 years, or it is going to last for 6 months. Okay, you cannot specifically say that. Okay, there is no specific time period for the trade cycle. Okay, and it moves in a wave like movement. Okay, and basically business cycles is recurrent, and it has a rhythmic form. Okay, and rhythmic means after prosperity there will be depression. It cannot be vice versa. Okay, I mean it can be in certain stages. So after one phase the other phase is going to follow. Okay, and each phase has its own like it is created because of the economic fluctuations in the economy. Not it is not created by itself. Okay, no, but it is created because of the this thing economic activities that is happening now. You can see because of the pandemic situation the trade cycles are affected. Okay, and in certain phases you can see that prosperity may be slow or it can be gradual. Okay, and certain phase you can see that the depression phase can be rapid. Okay, you might have heard about great depression of 1930s that lasted for a long duration. Okay, so that was that didn't move in a very rapid rate, but the thing is that in certain phases certain period of time it may happen that the depression can be rapid. Okay, and we cannot specify any periodical time. This I already told you that it is whether it is going to last for 3 or 4 years or whether it is going to last for 6 or 8 years or more than that. There is no period. It is not periodical. We cannot specify that it is going to last for example this pandemic kind of situation. We cannot say whether it is going to we are saying that the third wave is coming. It may happen that the third wave may not come. That may also happen. Okay, or if the people are behaving in such way that third wave may be more chronic. Okay, so this may also happen in the same way. The business cycle, it's not periodical. Okay, this point will be always as in the objective. Business cycle is dash. It is not periodical. You cannot say that there is a specific time period, cannot be specified at all in case of the trade cycle. The impact is how much. You cannot specify the impact, but you can control in some or the other way. Okay, you can control that. Okay, and what are the four phases of business cycle? This I already told you yesterday. That is depression, recovery, prosperity, and recession. These are the four phases of trade cycle. Understood, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, next point is aggregate. The various aggregates like total income, employment, saving, investment, etc. can be analyzed with the help of macroeconomics. Now, everything under macroeconomics is studied from the aggregate point of view. Okay, that is aggregate means total, in total, or you can say as a whole. Okay, or in a particular combination. That is a simple meaning of that, that the entire economy is studied as aggregate income, aggregate employment, aggregate saving level, aggregate investment level. So when suppose your entire class, if there are 100 students and everybody is saving, so that will be considered as aggregate saving. Understood? So in terms of macroeconomic, it is one of the what important and significant features of macroeconomics, that we study various aspects of macroeconomics from the aggregate point of view, not from the individual point of view. But in microeconomics, we saw that everything was all the aspects or the various combination were studied from the individual point of view, and in terms of macroeconomics it is studied from the aggregate point of view. That is all the aspects, that is whether it is income, employment, saving, investment. Okay, every aspects are studied, are looked into the into from the aggregate point of view, not from the individual point of view. Now let us go to the last slide, that is study of microeconomics. Microeconomics concepts and principles can be studied with the aid of macroeconomics. The behavior of the particular business firm can be formed on the basis of group behavior. Now, where both the things are interrelated, whether it is micro and macro, okay, there is a interrelationship between the two. Okay, the concepts and principles that are studied under the microeconomics is studied from the individual point of view, but the same concepts we are studying from the aggregate point of view in terms of the macroeconomics. So both the behavior of the things are same, but one is studying from the individual point of view and another is going with the aggregate point of view. Last point, interdependence of aggregates. The various aggregates like national income, money supply, employment, etc. are interdependent on the relationship is complex. To analyze, to foresee the future behavior of macroeconomics is essential. So there is